Hey guys, it's me Laura, a Crocheting Whovian. How y'all doing today? I am doing great. I have a little bit of a cold. Well, it's not cold, it's my allergies, so you're gonna hear me sniffle a little bit. And I'm really close. It's because my laptop, my MacBook is still not fixed. I got my big iMac in back of this, and I would film on the iMac, but it comes out backwards, and who wants to see me backwards? Anyway, now that I went off on a tangent already, and I haven't even started, how is everyone tonight? It's officially, like I said, July 1st, which means it's Tortoise versus Hare time, which means 2 KALs ended. The first one being the Autism Awareness, which I was so graciously asked to co-host with from Penhook and Needles, and that's over. That ended last night. Today ended the Whip It KAL. Now, KAL. Now, here's the thing with that. It ended my part, okay? I am going to open up a new thread at midnight tonight, and start it as the Undead, I forgot the name of it. Undead Whip It Good KAL. And that's going to go for the rest of the year. Now, with that, since my Whip It ended, I have prizes. I drew for prizes. Don't think I didn't, and I lost the list. So crap. Sorry, I didn't say that out loud. Alright, I have it right here. Sorry. Yeah, okay, I have it right here. Yeah. See, how I do it is because I put chatter and everything in the same thread. I go in every day and I mark it as a all the whips down, and they by username, and that's how I get the random number generator, and I do that. So I have the winners for that, and we're gonna do the winners for the Whip It KAL right now. We're going to do it. Well, I can't do it now because I didn't close the thread. So that will be in the thread tomorrow, because it's just July 1st. It hasn't ended yet. So with that being said, let's just dive right in. It's July 1st, so that starts Tortoise versus Hare. This is the second annual Tortoise versus Hare, the rematch. Now, guys, we all know what team I'm on. Team Tortoise, got tortoise earrings in, got squirt on my arm. We all know what team I'm on. I mean, do we really need to discuss this? Okay. With that being said, we need to win again this year. Team Tortoise needs to win again this year, because there is no way I am going to make a bunny. The challenge has been accepted, and the challenge is going to go forward. If Team Tortoise wins, Talia, Franciscan Gypsy of Franciscan Gypsy Designs, has to make a chunky, yes, that's right, a chunky Timmy the Timid Turtle, or Biddy the Bashful Baby Turtle, or, now that it's released, Tara the Sea Turtle. Out of chunky weight. She could choose any one of those, but I say go big or go home, and she should do it Timmy like I did. Now, that's if Team Tortoise wins, because we know Team Tortoise is going to win this year again, but just in case, we had to make it fair. So, I accepted the challenge of, if Team Hare wins, which we know they won't, but if Team Hare wins, I have to make a chunky Oops the Bunny. Or, if it's out of testing by then, a chunky Valeria the Dutch Bunny. People, do not make me do this. I make a stew out of rabbit. Rabbits are not cute. They are food. Anyway, I'm joking. For all you animal people out there, I'm joking. Gotta throw that disclaimer out there. Don't want you people going, okay? I'm joking. So yeah, that is Tortoise versus Hare. The thread has been up since this morning. I started it because, you know, Talia, Franciscan Gypsy, I'm watching you, started to do a slander campaign on Instagram. And she put up a Team Bunny campaign because she's trying to get people in. She knows she needs to beg because Team Bunny is not going to win. It's going to be Team Turtle. Team Tortoise all the way. And so seeing hers, I went and did it too. And these people who are Switzerland, like Spinning Lara and all that, no. Choose a side. Well, Lara, I'm sorry, but I already chose your side for you. Sorry. Hashtag sorry, not sorry. That's all I have to say. Yeah, so that has started, and this is like my favorite KAL. My ultimate favorite KAL. My second favorite KAL is always autism awareness, because that one just brings awareness out, and I love bright colors, so it just, you know, that's how it goes. But I will draw for those winners at the end. I am making you watch me. But yeah, like I was saying, Tortoise versus Hare is my favorite KAL. It's the only KAL that you could have as much smack talk and trash talk as you could possibly get, and it just being fun. You know, I'm saying bunnies are going down. Yeah, bunnies are going down. But, I mean, I'm talking to people and I'm joking. I got told that I am an instigator, that I am not innocent. But you see, I have a halo, so I am totally innocent. I am not trying to coerce anybody into being Team Turtle, because everybody just wants to be Team Turtle. Why wouldn't you want to be Team Turtle? Like, is that really a thing? I don't understand. I really legitimately don't understand. So, someone tell me. Someone talk to me and tell me why you want to be Team Turtle. Turtles are cute. They're cute. They're not, bunnies aren't cute. Look, turtles are cute. What's the matter? I'm laying it on thick. Sorry. Hashtag sorry, not sorry. So with that being said, I'm going to jump off this bandwagon because I think you've heard enough of it, and that's it. I'm going to go into what's in my mug. And what's in my mug, because my allergies are bad and my throat hurts a little, I have vanilla caramel chai tea in my Tortoise versus Hare mug. Team Tortoise. See? It's all strategic. So good. So yeah, I have Tazo. I think that's how you say it, Tazo. Vanilla caramel chai tea that I believe Lady Fernico, Marlisha, sent me in one of my yarn packages. Because I have like, every day this week, every day for 2 weeks, I have gotten a package in the mail. I went on a shopping spree. And I got in trouble for it. Trust me, I got in trouble for it. But yeah. So, that's discussed. The Whip It KAL, like I said, it's going to extend for the rest of the year. Tomorrow, well, tonight, I'm going to close the Whip It KAL thread and start a new one tomorrow. Well, for tomorrow. And it's pretty much the same thing. Your whips, your whatever, your plops, just being worked on. And that's going from July 1st now all the way through the year. And it's Heidi of Undead Yarn. It's her baby, but she asked myself, Crocheting Whovian, and Jeanette, Bookish Stitcher. It's the three of us doing it together. And if you don't know them, I highly suggest checking them out. Heidi is Nitty Girl 1 on YouTube. Her podcast is amazing. She's an amazing person. A great indie dyer. I really suggest you check out her shop on Etsy. It's Undead Yarn. Jeanette of Bookish Stitcher, her podcast is amazing. I actually had the pleasure of meeting her at Maryland Sheep and Wool. And she's an awesome, sweet, kind, caring person. And another podcast I highly recommend. And I recommend checking out her shop, Open Skies Yarn. And you'll see some of the samples. I had purchased some from her this week. And I purchased some minis from her. And you'll see it. She is a great, fantastic dyer too. I have been leaning more towards indie dyers than I have been Miss Babs and things like that lately. Not saying that Miss Babs isn't an indie dyer, because she certainly is, but she's mass produced in a sense. I just wanted something a little different. That doesn't mean I didn't get it from Miss Babs, because Miss Babs is in my, trust me. Excuse me. With that said, yeah, I'm moving right along. It is also July 1st, obviously. I keep saying that, but it's also cardiac awareness. You know, in case I didn't mention, the Tortoise versus Hare KAL goes until September 30th. It's a 3-month KAL. I love those. I love lengthy KALs. So it's always a long one. And ironically, it's the PHN Cardiac Read Along. Now, this is another one that I hold dear to me because both my parents suffer from heart problems. My father actually had a massive, well, not a massive because he's still alive, obviously, but he had a widowmaker's heart attack 3 weeks before my wedding. Maybe a little bit longer. Maybe, excuse me, it's 3 months before my wedding. And he, how it happened, how we figured it out is my parents live in the apartment upstairs. And I had gone up there. I was already down here, and I had gone upstairs to get something out of my old bedroom because I wasn't fully moved in down here. And my father was like white as a ghost, and he goes to me, Laura, I'm not feeling well. And I said, well, what's going on? He's like, my chest hurts and my arm hurts. I said, okay, and I screamed for my mother to bring me an aspirin. I actually gave him 2, which I found out wasn't the right thing to do, but I made him, another thing I made him do was chew them. Meanwhile, you're supposed to put them under your tongue and let them dissolve. I didn't know that. But I immediately had called my husband at the time and said, we need you. And he ran upstairs and he drove like a madman my father to the hospital just in time. And had I not gone upstairs and caught him in the mist, the beginning stages of his heart attack, the doctor said he wouldn't have made it. So the PHN Cardiac Read Along is a very big one for me, and I bring attention to it for that reason. Now, I don't remember who their co-hosts are, but if you don't know who PHN is, Pen Hook and Needles, I recommend their podcast too. They are 2 of the most generous, kind, caring people I've ever met. And again, I met them at Maryland Chicken Wool along with many, many people. One of my close friends now, Lara Smoot. But yeah. So check it out. It's running from July 1st through September 30th, just the same length as Tortoise versus Hare. Now, if you make, basically what you have to do is make anything that's red or pink, predominantly red or pink, and put it in. Now, if you make a bunny that's red or pink, or a hare or bunnies, hello. If you make a bunny that's red or pink, or a turtle that's red or pink, you can double dip. Totally. Now, there is another co-host for Tortoise versus Hare, which I didn't mention, and I feel like such a dumpster fire because of that. Brittany B-Wing of the Comforting Crafts Ravelry Group. She does not have a podcast, but she is an amazing person and a close friend of mine. And I am honored to be able to call her my friend. And I asked her to co-host because I wanted to, she does a lot of charity work in her group, and I felt that, if people who are making toys don't necessarily want them, in her group, they could donate it to the causes for her. I believe she donates to a lot of her local hospitals. She does hats, but, yeah. And also, speaking of charity work, if anybody's making a toy and they don't know what to do with it, I'm still collecting toys for the Ronald McDonald House. So if you want to donate to there, or if you want to donate to Brittany, or even Pen Hook and Needles, I believe they take it for the Children's Center, or I believe it's the Children's Center that they do it for the toys. Just, let me know. Reach out to any one of us, and we'll gladly help you out with that. Okay. Sorry, my sister's texting me. Excuse me. With that all out of the way, now I want to welcome, I got a few new subscribers, and I want to welcome them. Thank you for stopping by, saying hi. If you see something you like, hit the subscribe button. This is for all the other peoples. If you don't, I apologize, and let me know what I could do differently. But yeah, welcome to my crazy little world. I jump all over the place. You'll get used to it. I have a lot of whips. You'll get used to that too. And very little finished objects. You'll get used to that too. So why don't we just jump right in on the whips, because like I said, I have a lot of them. Okay, let's get started. You're going to see also a theme with my project bags. Well, I mean, there's 2 that aren't, but yeah. Okay. In my small Silver Shed USA Christmas tree bags, because it's Christmas in July, and I don't care, is my Neon Lights hat. The pattern is a sockhead hat by Kelly McClure, and the yarn is Knit Picked Felici in the colorway Kaleidoscope. I did a lot of work on this. I went to New Hampshire last weekend for my cousin's wedding, and I worked on this mainly in the car. I had to think back a little bit because it just wasn't working. I skipped a few stitches, and I had started a second socket hat, and it was going out. It was working very, very well, and I loved the way it looked and all that. Come to find out that the ribbing was completely off because I was doing it in the dark, and I had to frog the whole thing. It wasn't even worth fixing. I just frogged the whole thing, and you know, that's okay. But I have this one, and I have it in the project bag with the needles waiting to be recasted on. So I figured, let me work on this one first, and this one is definitely going to charity. And by charity, I mean my sister, because my sister steals everything I make that I don't keep for myself. Ugh. You can hear me getting all stuffed up now. So, yeah. Here you go. I just decided to knit. But there you go. It's pretty neonish. That's why I don't know. I may keep it because I love bright colors. I love neon colors. And, yeah. There's that. And if you hear humming, that's my air conditioner in the background. Because it was a little warm in here, but I'm about to shut it off because I'm getting cold and my nose is getting all stuffy. Okay, there you go. So you should hear me a little bit better. Okay. In my large, if I could get it, large Silver Shed USA knitting words bag, knitting time bag, is my birthday girl shawl. Now, I worked on this in the car ride to New Hampshire too, but I really didn't do much of it, so you're really not going to see much of a difference. I probably just did that half a row. I'm enjoying it. The problem is, lately, I've lost my crojo. I really haven't wanted to crochet. But I'm using an eye hook. And it's the, oh, hello. It's the Birthday Girl Shawl. That's the name of it. The pattern is Scrap Shawl by Anastasia Zeitel. And the yarn is Miss Babs Yows in the colorway Birthday Cake. This is the pattern. It's a paid-for pattern. I highly recommend it, especially if you want to do a stash buster. There you go. I highly recommend it because it's a perfect shawl for a stash buster. I didn't show you the skinny yarn. I'm sorry, guys. My head's clouded now. I need some more tea. Got a black bunny. Okay. In my Silver Shed USA Cyberman bag, extra large bag, is Landry the Timid Turtle. Here's the bag. The yarn, the pattern is Timmy the Timid Turtle by Franciscan Gypsy Designs. The yarn is Miss Babs. I can't say it, so I'm going to show you the label, but in the colorway Maryland Shipping Wool 2017. That's not the label. That's one of the labels, but not this label. Okay. It's the DK weight, but there you go. I'm not even going to attempt to say it, but here it is. I only have part of the top of the shell done. I always do the shell first before the face because I'm cool like that. And the bottom shell and the bottom of the shell and the face is made out of Sheldridge yarns in the colorway Sapphire, and Green Apple, which is right here. Okay. Now we all know the pattern. If you've watched me long enough, you know the pattern. But I shall show it to you anyway because it's cute and it's Tortoise versus Hare time. This pattern has seen better days because I keep reusing the same pattern. Why print out and waste more money? It's a paid-for pattern. Timmy the Timid Turtle. I don't even need the pattern anymore, but I like to keep it close by just in case I lose count or something. Okay. In my large see-through Silver Shed USA Doctor Who bag is my Starry Night shawl. Now this pattern is in testing still. I'm not quite sure when it's going to be released, but it's called the Easy A shawl, and it's by Lara Smoot. And the yarn is Dragonfly Fibers in the colorway Starry Night. Again, I'm testing it. I changed up my gauge is so tight that I'm doing this one. The pattern calls for a size 5, but I'm doing this one on a size US size 7, 4.5 millimeter. And this is it so far. take note as the progress keeper, I made it. But take note, it's Team Tortoise. That's it so far. I'm about 100 rows in. I only have like 60 rows left to go. But yeah. This is going to be the second one. Again, I don't know when she's going to release it. Sorry. I don't know when she's going to release it. I was just asking her. But be on the lookout because I will make an announcement on my podcast when she does, because it's an awesome shawl. I love it. And because of her, I now know how to do eyelets. Okay, next up in my Molly Klein Designs Harry Potter bag, Gryffindor, is my Butterbeer shawl. The pattern is Changing Staircases by Tristan. I can't pronounce. I don't remember her last name. It's a paid for pattern, just so you guys know. By Tristan Molina, and that's it. That's Tristan wearing it, actually. It's an awesome pattern. Highly recommend it. Highly, highly recommend it. The yarn is One Twisted Tree in the colorway 93 Diagon Alley. There's a little bit, it's 80, it's 75, 20, and 5. There's a little stellina in it. You really can't see it though, but it's in there. And this is going to need a severe blocking because my gauge, again, is so tight that it's starting to curl. But I'm on the lace part right now. But this is it so far. And it's asymmetrical. And I know I said I don't like asymmetricals, but this one just caught my eye and I had to go with it. Notice the Progress Keeper. It's a Deathly Hollows. I made it. But I highly recommend this pattern. It is an easy, it's an easy knit. I wouldn't exactly say potato chippy because of the eyelets. But, I mean, you have to pay attention to that. But if I could do it, then you know. So, I love this bag too. Alright, here's that one. In my, I didn't work on it, but I'll show you guys. I was pulling my bags together to figure out what I was going to work on. And I have a lot of hook and needle adjacent things. And this is one of the hook adjacent things because I started a different one. And this one is my 2XL Finding Nemo bag. Is my Squirt the Sea Turtle. Now this is definitely hook adjacent because literally have not started it at all. But it's fitting because I am making Squirt. And I have the yarn here. I'll show you the yarn. I am using, the pattern is Terror the Sea Turtle by Franciscan Gypsy Designs. It's her latest pattern released. It's been released, I want to say a week. I want to say a week. It could be, yeah, because she did it Monday. So the yarn is Miss Babs in the colorway Monstrosity. It's a Yowza. It's a Wild Iris. This is going to be the body. And the shell is going to be just an acrylic. I have more of this. Stylecraft DK. Because I wanted to look like that. And I didn't really want to. I really couldn't find a brown that I liked enough to spend that kind of money on it. I know, I'm being cheap lately. But when you see the bag of stuff I got, you'll be like, no, she's not being cheap. Next up. Oh, I don't have that here, so I can't show that one. Next up, in my 2XL Silver Shed USA Superman bag, is Valentine the Sea Turtle. Again, the pattern is Terror the Sea Turtle. The yarn I'm using is Red Heart Baby in the colorway Soft Pink. I believe it's Soft Pink. Oh, Rose Pink. I'm sorry, it's Rose. And Knit Picks Bravo Worsted in the colorway Cotton Candy, I think. No, this is the Red Heart. This is going to be the face and everything. I started the head. The head was first. Can you believe that? I started the head first. Because this pattern isn't so bad to me, you know. Here it is. Knit Picks Bravo in the colorway Rogue. This is going to be the bottom of the shell. This is going to be the top of the shell, and this is Desert Vista Dye Works in the colorway Chocolate Covered Cherries, I believe. Dark chocolate covered cherries. It's a self-striping. And sorry. This is the first time ever using Desert Vista Dye Works, and I wanted to start it right away, but I know me. So if I was going to start the shell on the squirt, I wanted to start something else on this one because I have to have more than one going because I'm crazy. But yeah, like I said, all I have is the beginning of the head done. The nostrils and the mouth. The fortunate thing is with this, it's a paid for pattern. I don't think I have the pattern in here. Yes, I do. Actually, you can see it at the end because I'm showcasing this pattern. The head is not the same. It's not exactly the same. It's similar to the Timmy head. So I could bang this out. 1, 2, 3. Now this isn't on my list because this is a last minute addition. In my Southpaw Creations Mickey in London bag with my autism awareness lipo is my upstairs downstairs cowl. It's my wild watermelon cowl, I believe. Now, I had started this a long time ago, and this is before I knew how to do eyelets. I was doing yarn overs wrong. Instead of bringing it forward and going like that, I was weird. I'm sorry. Forgive me. So I frogged it, and I restarted it. I recasted it on, and I'm literally on the band. If you don't have these things, you gotta get them. They're a lifesaver. But, okay. This is literally all I have, maybe 4 rows. But the yarn is Dragonfly Fibers. I had to think for a second there. I'm sorry, because like I said, I don't have it written down. It's Dragonfly Fibers and their Damsel base in the colorway Watermelon Head. I believe this is a new colorway for them, too. Oh, I had a stitch marker in here already. I could get rid of that loop one. I'll show you the pattern now. It's a paid for pattern, like I said. Just bear with me because I print everything in black and white. And there you go. And I'm doing the medium. Okay, and that's it for whips. Let me go into featured patterns. This is something new I'm going to do. These are my featured patterns, needed, but also needle adjacent ones. This is the next shawl that I plan on casting on. Yeah, because the next one technically is the spindrift, but this is the next one that I'm going to cast on with the spindrift. This is a paid for pattern. It's by Amy Meeks. She's a podcaster. I just don't remember the podcast she does. And it's called the Oy Veish Wrap. Look how pretty that is. That's my needle adjacent one. I can't wait to do this one. Now, the next, that was a gift. I'm going to put that over there. Okay. This was a gift too. The next pattern that I want to show you guys that was released last week is this. Tara, the sea turtle. It's a Franciscan Gypsy design. And we all know how much I support Franciscan Gypsy designs. Now, if you do this one, Timmy or Biddy, or Oops, for the Tortoise versus Hare, just know that each finished object counts for 2. Now, the bunny that is in testing, the Valeria, the Dutch bunny, it's in testing. And if you are one of the testers, feel free to post the finished object only. The finished object will count for 2 as well. But if you happen to post a whip, it's going to get deleted and it's not going to count. No whip pictures are allowed to be shown before the pattern release. That's not only my request as the designer's friend, but under the designer's request too. So just follow those and you'll be okay. But I forgot to mention that before. But any turtle or bunny pattern is accepted. But these are the featured patterns. Yeah, it's a very well-written pattern. I highly recommend it. It's finally released. Check it out. It's a paid-for pattern. Worth the money. And make it and put it in the KAL. Okay. Now, these are my... This is a featured pattern, and this is a gift pattern. She didn't say I could use her name on the podcast, but I don't believe she would really care, but I am not going to risk that, just in case. I was gifted this lovely pattern, and this is the next one I'm going to probably make, too. It's going to be a stash buster. It's called the Magic Cake Ruffle Shawl by Paula Emmons Fusel, I think that's how you pronounce it. But that's it. It's a beautiful shawl. I cannot wait to make it. That's a better picture of it. I was gifted this, and it's a paid-for pattern, obviously, so be on the lookout for that one. Now, this is my featured pattern. The designer has become a friend of mine. We met. I have a Kik. I don't recommend Kik for everybody. Just throwing that out there. Kik is a very odd app on your phone, on your smartphone. It is a texting app. You can have groups in there, but there is a lot of trolls, I guess you could say, and men wanting to do questionable things. So I wean them out one by one as they join. But it's my group. I'm the owner of the group. It's called Knitting Frenzy on Kik. If you want to join it, I believe it may be full because you're only allowed 50 people in the group. But if you want to join it, my name on Kik is Turtle Girl. Ironically, Turtle Girl 202, and just shoot me a message and I will boot one of the inactives out. It's not a big deal. But this pattern designer, she is in my group and we talk a lot. She's an amazing designer, and this was released literally yesterday. And I have it featured in my group as the group picture. And my idea is every month to feature a new design or a picture of something, a finished project that all the people worked on. And because we share the whips, we talk about everything. And like we ask each other for help. And it's become a nice little community on there. And I mean, we talk about life, but let me just tell you, if you bring drama in, one of my admins will boot you. That's how it goes. And we've had that, trust me. But yeah, this is called a Dryad Shawl. It's Rye Flower Knit Shawl Collection. It's a beautiful shawl. It's a paid-for pattern. Her name is Melinda, but you could see her on ryeflowerknits.com. She does indie dyeing. She has more than one pattern. Her patterns are beautiful. But I wanted to show you this one in particular because, like I said, this was released yesterday, and she so kindly gifted it to me, and I cannot wait to cast this on. Look how gorgeous that is. It is gorgeous. And I already have the yarn picked out, the main color and the contrast color. And this is definitely going to work my skills as it's lace, but again, I could always ask the designer for help, so I'm not worried about that. But, and you know, any one of you, if you reach out to her, she's an awesome person. She'll gladly help you. But it's when she first showed it as she was designing it in the group, I was floored because the talent that she has is amazing. And this is just, I can't get enough of this. Look her up. There you go. That's the name. Seriously, look her up. And what I'm going to do is, for the next 2 weeks, I'm going to start a thread. And for the Tara the Sea Turtle, I'm going to start a thread for. And I'm going to start a thread for this Dryad Shawl. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to ask you a random question in it, both of them. And I'm going to do a random number generator. And I'm going to gift one person from each thread the pattern. Look for that in there. And we'll get, 2 weeks, that's it. The question you'll have to answer for the shawl will be in there. But the question will be, what is your favorite movie? Now, for Tara, I could be sneaky and be like, you have to be Team Turtle. But I'm not going to do that. For Tara, the question will be your favorite childhood memory. Simple, right? Okay, with that being said, let's go into finished objects because I have one and I'm very proud of this one. And then I have a ton of things to show you. Okay. Okay, you hear the crinkling already. I have finished my Easy A shawl, the pattern that's in testing by Lara Smoot. Now, This came out smaller than it's supposed to because my gauge is ridiculously tight. Like, I had a hard time doing the knit twos together, the eyelets. But, yeah. There you go. I still like the way it fits me. Okay. Love the pattern. The yarn is Lady Fernicle Creations in the colorway Magic Lagoon. I blocked it. It smells so pretty. I can't really smell it, so I can't say it smells pretty. But even like this with a nice little shawl pin. I'm not demonstrating it correctly because, again, my head is cloudy, but I could wear it like this, like a little shrug, like this, but it's because my gauge is too tight, which is why on the other one, I went up a needle to get gauge. But I love it nonetheless. It definitely tested my skills because I'm a beginner in knitting. Even though I've been doing it for over a year, I'm a beginner knitter. Okay, that's that. That is also made out of MCN. I have my tea on a mug warmer, and it's keeping my tea very nice and hot. It just got hotter, so I was like, oh. Okay, you ready to see some yarny goodness? Because I'm ready to show it. Okay, throw that down there. First up are my Lolo Dits. I ordered these 2 separate days, so that's why one's in here and one's not. But this one is from Lolo Did It. So gorgeous. It's called the Carlton. Look how pretty that is. And this one, sorry for the crinkly. Hashtag sorry, not sorry. Is another Lolo Did It, and this is the colorway Wake Me Up. And every time I hear it, I go, wake me up before you go. Sorry, you don't want to hear me sing. But look how bright that is. This is actually the one I'm going to make that shawl out of, the Oive shawl. Yeah. Okay. Then from Hot Knit Yarn, I got this one. This one is 70 superwash merino, 20% yak, and 10% nylon. It is so soft. It's so squishy. I love it. I love it. But look how beautiful that is. Such a neutral. Okay. Alright. My yarn box came, and from Yarn Tree UK, not only my hair, I hate when that happens, this was from, oh crap, I forgot. Oh, Harry Potter Turns 20. And this is called the Hippocampus. Look how pretty that is. I'm not putting this away because this is going to be a biddy. I already know that. It's a DK. It's going to be a biddy. Okay. Oh, okay. I have something else. You know what? Let me show that at the same time. If I can find it. Hold on. I may not be able to find it. It's in here somewhere. Is that it? Nope. That's not it. Alright, I'll show it later. When I get them out. Yeah, I'll show it when I can get it out. This is from Cappy of the Yarn and I. And the colorway is Purple Iris. And it's 100% superwash merino, I believe. Yes, it is. This is going to be a shawl. It's so fluffy and so cute. Look how beautiful that is. Oh, so fluffy. It's so fluffy! Look how gorgeous. I can't. Like, Cappy, you did an amazing job on this. And I'll definitely be back. Okay. From Jeanette of Bookish Stitcher and the Open Skies Yarn. These are my minis. And I believe this is the Sunset. It doesn't say. Sorry. I have the letter right here. I believe it's the Sunset. The Beach Sunset, something like that. And she threw in an extra Skeina mini. This is her new colorway teddy bear, but I love it. And I have a stitch marker from her of a seahorse. Well, a progress keeper. Like I said, if you haven't seen her, check out her podcast. It's and her yarn shop on Etsy is called, sorry for the crinkling, it's called Open Skies Design. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Alright. That's it. These are the last ones of yarn. This is from Dragon Horde Yarn, who is Tristan from the Girls in the Yarn Cafe. I love that podcast. I love that podcast. But yeah, Tristan Molina, Dragon Horde Yarn. This is called Mad as a Hatter, right? It's on her, it's Mad as a Hatter. It is on her fluffy, it's on her Dragon Scales base, high twist, fluffy sock base. The card says something different from this. No, not really. Actually, it does. This is her fluffy sock base, and it's a fingering weight, 75.25. It's 462 yards, and the colorway is Mad as a Hatter. Look how gorgeous this is. It's so fluffy. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. I have 2 more skeins coming from her. One or two. I don't remember. Like I said, I went blind shopping. My bank account tells me I did. And from Miss Babs, I bought 2 skeins. It took forever to get here because of them being on vacation. But this one is Edge of Night. It's a wild iris, and it's the Caroline base. It's 70% superwash merino, 20% cashmere, and 10% nylon. It's an MCN, and it's 400 yards. Look how gorgeous this is. Love it. Purple's my favorite color, so you guys should know that by now. This is a Yummy 2-ply Miss Babs fingering. It's 100% superwash merino. This is going to be my next socket hat, just so you know. And the colorway is Arian. It's a wild iris. This is going to be my next socket. I was going to cast it on, but I wanted to show you guys first. Okay, now. Oh, okay. From Nomadic Yarns, I got this cute little project bag. But I got this yarn, more importantly. Now, the yarn goes with the bag because the bag is Gilmore Girls. It's a box bag. I love these bags. It's a Gilmore Girls sock bag, but this is the yarn, and it's Oi with the poodles already. Now, if you watch Gilmore Girls, which I highly recommend because that's one of my favorite shows, that is one of the things that Lorelai came up with. Like, you never hear anybody, I don't remember the exact, I'm paraphrasing, but she's like, you never hear people just say Oi with the poodles already. And then something happened, and she and Rory looked at each other and went, Oi with the poodles already. So that's what this is, and look how gorgeous this is. It is so bright, so gorgeous. Honestly, it is 75.25, 462 yards. Now, here's my issue. It should be socks. I want it to be socks, but more than likely it's going to be a hat. It's self-striping. I haven't really decided yet. It's probably going to stay in my stash until I really, really get the hang of socks, because I've been reading, I've been doing research and stuff on heels, and I'm at the point where I'm almost feeling comfortable and confident on being able to do it. Not quite yet. Not quite yet. I'm almost there. But yeah. Okie dokie smoky. Alright. Now. A couple of weeks ago. Like 2 weeks ago. Exactly. You know what? Let me show the other ones first. Because these ones are just as important. Okay, this one I got from, it's a Plum Creek project bag from, my phone's going off because the baseball game is still on, from Stunning String Studio. Oh, that gives you a coupon. Sorry, guys. I have 3 favorite baseball teams. The, New York Mets, which is obvious, Baltimore Orioles, and the Kansas City Royals. And on the fence, because she's my best friend, is the San Francisco Giants. But mostly the first 3. And I needed this because I can't find the fabric anywhere. And now I found it on Joann's, and I was going to order it and ask Anne to make me one, but I felt bad. So I just ordered it from here. Yeah, it came with this lovely little keychain with the Progress Keeper. But It's got satin on the inside. It's huge. It's huge. And drawstring pull. And a handle, which I closed in the bag like a dum-dum. Okay. That's how it goes. I love it. It's actually going to be used on one of my projects next. Now, I was watching Knit for Brains and Girls in the Yarn Cafe, and they keep talking about this bag designer, and I fell in love with it, and I had to have it. And I really do highly recommend you guys checking out her shop. It's April 9 Designs on Etsy, and this is one of her newest designs. Now, I love it because it's a barrel. It's got a handle, but it stands up on its own. It's got such a stiff bottom that it stands up on its own. And love it. Love, I cannot wait to use this bag. Sorry. Now my best friend is texting me asking about if Tara was released. And I want to answer her so that she could become Team Turtle. Okay. Well, no, I have more bags in there. But that bag, check them out. April 9 Designs, Charlotte. She is very kind, sweet, and her bags are amazing. And this is from Southport Creation on Etsy. Erin, give me yarn 418. 418 or 419? 418, I think. I'm horrible with numbers. It's a Doctor Who bag. I had to have it. You know me with Doctor Who. And I've been using her bags a lot lately because I love the way that it's just a perfect size for a shawl. Okay, now, like 2 weeks ago, I was online and I just happened to stumble upon a Facebook Live sale on Erin Lane bags. Lindsay was having one, and I had bought one when I was at Stitches West, and you guys have seen it. The shawl that's in it is in a timeout. It's in hibernation, so you haven't seen it recently, but it's one of my favorite bags. And I had bought one online on her website of Star Wars sock bag, and you guys, that's where my Captain America socks are, which are on timeout too. But Lindsay makes amazing bags, and she was running a sale, and they were discounted, and I needed to have one. Matter of fact, she had one last night, and I joined it, and I ordered one, and I got another bag from her, but she so kindly donated one for the podcast. So when that comes, I want to show you guys. That's probably going to be a Tortoise versus Hare prize. But yeah, so with that being said, yarn down. Yarn down. Okay. Alright, sheeples. Okay. This is her sheeple bag. This is a Harry Potter sheeple bag. It is her sock bag. I believe it's a sock bag. Yes, it is. It's a sock bag. Yeah, sock project bag. Everything is falling. It's like my house is booby-trapped. See? There is a thing here to snap it onto whatever you're working on. Closes like that. It's so cute. I absolutely had to have this one because it's Harry Potter. And it's a Harry Potter sheeple. And then I got this one, which is dinosaurs, and it's her sweater size bag. It's huge. It's huge. It's huge. I love dinosaurs. It's purple, and it's got a handle. See? This one's actually going to go in rotation now. I didn't want to use any of them without you guys seeing them first. But, yeah. There you go. Then there is this one, which is a favorite of mine. I have the small one. It's her Zippity View Dot, and it's sheep, but it's Star Wars sheep. And it's got the vinyl pocket. Well, it's not a pocket. It's got the see-through. See? You can see it through it. And it's a pretty big bag. And you got the outlines on the inside. And all that. And, yeah. And last but certainly not least is her bucket. I think this is a bucket. Is it a bucket? Yeah, it's a bucket bag. It's Doctor Who. It's Doctor Who sheeple. And it's very sturdy. It's meant to stand up. And what I like about this is it has the snap on it, so you could use it as a yarn guide, or you could snap something to it. You could put stitch markers, whatever. But I also like that you can hold it as a tote. And there's a pocket on the inside, and it's canvas on the inside, so it's very sturdy on the interfacing. Highly recommend them. Highly, highly, highly recommend them. Okay, I got a little bit more here to show you, and then I'm done. Ah, found them. Found them, Cappy. I got turtle stitch markers from the Yarn and I. Cappy and a Progress Keeper. They're purple, and they're turtles. Okay. I ordered DPN cozies, needle cozies, from Thank God It's Bags. Thank God for Bags. Not Thank God It's Bags. Thank God for Bags. There's something wrong with me. My head's cloudy. There's this one that matches my Knitting Words bag from Silvercheck USA. And then there's this one with tea all over it. I gotta say, she makes them very well. And I would definitely be going back. And she sent me a little cute little stitch marker. Progress Keeper. Would help if I showed you guys. And it says first place. And yeah, there's her card. Highly recommend her. Now, I've been watching a few podcasts like Knit for Brains and things like that. And Laura from Knit for Brains keeps talking about her Knit Pro Zings. And I've been wanting to try them, and I've been wanting to try signatures, but I can't justify the cost of signatures because they're really, really expensive, and I just can't have one size. I have to have them all. So, you know, I wanted to try out the Knit Pro Zings first, and I've heard mixed reviews. But Laura from Knit for Brains highly recommends them. So I just went on an Etsy shop where they were ridiculously cheap and ordered some. I got 2 size 5s, 40 inch, and then I got some DPNs, a size 2.75, which is what I make my socks on, and a US 7 4.5, because that's what I make my hats on. So there's those. I'll let you know how they are when I get to them. Okay. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I picked up a new hobby. And that is stitch markers. I started making stitch markers. Now, I'm not saying I'm fantastic at it. I'm not saying that I'm going to sell them. I'm not saying any of that yet because I don't know yet. I want to learn how to do them. And, you know, it's fun. It's fun. It's genuinely fun. But I have some... Do you know that not one of mine... Oh, here they are. Nope, that's not that. I made Tortoise versus Hare ones, and they're not even here. The heck is wrong with me? Alright. You'll see them next time. Actually, no, I have some right here. You don't have to see them next time. I have them right here. How much time? It's almost an hour. Sorry, guys, if I'm boring you. You can go. Okay. Like I said, I just started to make them, and I'm enjoying them. I'm having fun. These are my Tortoise versus Hare ones, which I am including in a swap that I'm doing with someone. Okay, let's do this. This is the Tortoise Progress Keeper. This is the Hare Progress Keeper. Then I have Hare knit markers and turtle knit markers. Like I said, this is for a swap I'm doing with someone. I wanted her honest opinion on them because she makes stitch markers herself. These ones you don't need to see. I still got to announce the winners. Okay, let me speed this up. I made a teacup. Another teacup, Progress Keeper. I made this guitar one. Now, when I say make it, you guys know what I mean. I bought the charm and attached it to a ring. My doggy ones, because I had to represent Chewy. A dog paw and a bone. An owl, because I love owls. This one I'm just testing out. I bought these charms. I don't know if I'm going to continue it. My Deathly Hollows one. Again, you guys saw that already. And my cowboy boot, because you guys know how much I love country music. Okay. Now, that is done. Okay. Now onto the winners. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry this is taking me forever to do. Okay. Now, sip of tea. Okay. This is for, what's in there now is for the Whip It Cal. Okay. The winner of this lovely skein of, I knew I was missing one. This lovely skein of fingering weight yarn from Yarn Tree UK, and it's called Strawberries and Cream. And I don't know, Strawberries and Cream. That's what we're gonna call it. And it's 75, 20, and 5. There's gold stellina in there. I don't know if you can see it. The winner of this is Tasnim13. I may have your address. I probably do have your address. Send it to me anyway. Okay. The winner of the Captain America sock project bag is Yarn Yenta 1. Again, send me your address. I'll get that out to you. The winner... Oh, you know what? Let me, mark these off because I'm repeating them now. The winner of this lovely yarn that's in my arm, it's Imperial Yarn. It is 100% wool, I believe. Yes, it is. And it's a 3-ply. And the colorway is... The name of it is Erin, and the colorway is Pearl Gray. The winner of this is Family Diva. Sue, send me your address. Okay. These lovely note cards donated by Brittany of B-Wing. The comfort craft thing. My brain is shot right now, guys, because my allergies are setting in. Brittany of B-Wing. The winner of these is Packy Knits. Send me your address. And last but not least, ironically, that's saying, I had donated to my podcast from my stash a Yazoo What a Skein. It is a Babette, and it's colorways Impatiens. The winner of this is Brittany B-Wing. Send me your address, Brittany. I may have it, but still send it to me anyway. And Lara Smoot so graciously donated a pattern for a winner. And that winner, now you'll have to contact Lara, but that winner is Studio Von Design. Now, here's the thing with that. You can have any pattern from her store except the new one, which is the kit she has with JWB. That's the new Shark Socks. But anything else, you're more than welcome to. Just contact Lara, tell her you're the winner, and she will gift you any of her patterns that you want. Well, it's one pattern, so any of the one patterns you want. With that being said, I am officially done. Thank you guys for sticking around. I really do appreciate it. I know I ramble on a lot, and I know that I can be annoying, and my sniffling is very annoying, and my drinking tea is very annoying. I appreciate you guys sticking around, and I want to say thank you. And not only that, I want to say thank you for all you guys who reached out to me about my anxiety and stuff like that. I'm getting better day by day. It's a process, but I'm there. But other than that, I'm good. I'm sticking to my knitting. I started making the stitch markers. You guys saw that, and we'll see how that goes. If any of you saw a stitch marker that you like that I made, just hit me up and we'll figure something out. Okay, until then, I am going to bed because it's just about after midnight and I have to close that thread for Whip It. Love you all. Talk to you soon. Make turtles. Bye.